Good evening, guys. How you all doing out there? So, some of you probably noticed I haven't been able to do as many videos for the last few months. In fact, life throws you some curveballs, so I'm having to empty a couple of my workshops, which is a little bit distressing in some regards, but and a few of my projects, I have a lot, are going up for sale, and so I said I'd message a few people back. I've been a bit delayed, so my apologies for that. Just to show a couple of the project saws, and also I'm really excited to show one of my show Danarm saws as well. So the first one I'm going to show then is one of my partner S50s, and really interested in the partner range of saws, right from this girl's earliest sister, which is the R16, and you know, from 66, 67, and then a myriad of models, all sharing exactly the same engine, so, or the same engine displacement and characteristics, not the same engine in fact. So 44, 36, 44 mm piston, 36 mm stroke, nominal 55cc, and when the labels get rubbed off, very easy to mistake her with her bigger sister, which is the 65, which then is same stroke, but just 4 mm bigger on the piston, so same as the so 48, 36, same as the Husky 65. So this girl has been hung up for an absolute age, and was just hung up as a power head. I was checking through the workshop the other day. I found I did actually have a Dolmar German bar for her, and a chain needs sharpening, and a few people messaged and said, does the saw run? Just gorgeous engines. Stop with the choke. So really interesting, these go as well, and a real tribute to how incredibly robust and well made they were for the day. So the S50 was an incarnation, a Jubilee saw, so from 1979, celebrating 30 years. Hey, quick trivia question: does anybody know then, if this celebrates 30 years of partner, what saw it celebrates from 1949, and was it partner? Anyway, yeah, so nothing's been done to this saw. Carburetor has not been off it, flywheel's not been off it, clutch has not been off it. It's just untouched. So what I did the other day was yesterday, after somebody else messaged, I changed the fuel pipe for the tank, put a new fuel filter on it, and that is it. Great spark. So the three issues I've noticed with the saw were: there's no chain brake strap, so the mechanism is in place, but the metal strap's missing. So that's number one. And number two is, from the coil, there's no kill switch going to the earthing point. Only really minor, but again, worth bearing in mind. Oiler's working. And the third thing is, if you can call it a fault, both the flywheel pulls, the dogs on the flywheel are present. There's a tiny little mesh screen which used to go over the top of the silencer here. Not too difficult to make something, but there you go. Non-AV, just gorgeous, gorgeous, ferocious engine. So, hopefully that answers the question. That's the beautiful S50. So, non-AV, celebrating its, its first incarnation, which was the R16, and somebody messaged about an R15, but interestingly, those numbers, they look like they run consecutively, but the R16 is not a follow-on from the 16, just as the That's the 14, isn't a follow on from the 11 and the 12. They're just completely different models. So that's the gorgeous S50. Just gorgeous, ferocious. Well, okay, this is another saw which, again, done nothing to this saw, nothing at all. One of the Japanese Echoes. Fabulous reputation, these saws. So this is the CS4500, and what do these run? Having a blank for a second. There are 43 more piston, 31mm stroke, and full AV with chain brake. So this girl's got a number of problems, which are, I think, he says, I'm pretty sure, because you've been hung up and not used for an age. I think there's a couple of broken AV mounts, and the chain brake is present, but the strap is broken. So they're the two issues I know about, and there's one stud missing off the exhaust. Other than that, saw's lovely and complete. Absolute ferocious. Some of the Japanese engines are ferocious. There. Oh. Bit of joke. Joke off. So interesting, isn't it? Just, you can hear her just gorgeous four-stroking and bouncing off the top of her rev range, just like the partner S50. Just spectacular and just beautifully built. So hopefully that's an amazing project saw, starting saw for somebody, or maybe just a great spares saw. But that's the CS45. That's fast. That's the CS4500, and it's interesting. You get a lot of messages when you put project saws up for sale. You know, are they project saws because, you know, they're badly broken again? No, genuinely not. These are, for the most part, most of the ones I have probably run, just no time to get to them. So that's the gorgeous CS4500. She's a beauty. Okay, now I'm excited to show this next saw. Oh, I really am. Oh my goodness. So this is interesting trivia as well coming up. This is one of the Danarm 171s. Now I wonder who can tell from looking at it if it's an SS or an SE. And anybody know the differences between a Danarm 71 SS and a Danarm 71 SE? Really interesting. So it started life from early 70s, 73ish, and then had a run up to the just before the mid 80s, just before Danarm finally were no longer doing these saws. Pro saw, 2-inch piston, 1.38 inch stroke, so 50.8 and 35.9 or 35, or yeah, 2-inch and 1.38 inch, and full AV, fantastic chain order, run up to a 25-inch bar. This goes running what I believe is the original. Look at this gorgeous bar, the original Danarm 25-inch solid nose bar. And because somebody was interested the other day, I went out a couple of days ago and bought a brand new full chisel chain, and so now she has a used chain, great tooth life but needs sharpening, and also a brand new full chisel. So this girl has just been on display purely. I don't know if you guys can see the oil pattern on this bar, it's just fantastic. This girl has never taken a single disc, and I mean not one, not in my ownership, not a single disc. Just hung on display. So, I mean, not even touched on the wood. Impeccable running engine, or so, you know, it seems when she's not on the wood. And because somebody else has just messaged about her, what do they really perform like, I thought, well, I'll put her through a couple of discs then, Let me show you what this girl runs like. Slightly counterintuitive on the kill switch, as with some of the other Danarm saws. Down is on, as opposed to, you know, much easier to hit the switch down for off, you think. Throttle lock. Bit of choke. Switch her off. Okay, so let's get the helmet on, put her through a couple of discs. Yeah, so she's fitted with, did I just say, can run up to a 25-inch bar. She's fitted with the this beautiful, excellent tip symmetry, 25-inch bar. Wow, look at the oilers on these saws when they were, well, not just when they're new, but if they're in great condition, they're just incredibly, they've got a great pumping capacity for lubing the bar, just spectacular. I'm really excited. Double felling dogs, full length on the inside. One of the lower dogs on this particular model, interestingly. Okay, let us. It's my absolute favourite saw to cut with, bar none, I think. Well, the Danarm 110s as well, and the DD8s. It's breathing on just my favourite of all time. Okay, let's put this girl. So, bear in mind, she may want adjusting in the cut. I guess we're going to find out in the most exciting way, using it firsthand. And again, chain may stretch off very slightly. If it does, depending on how it looks after a couple of cuts, we can always just nip it up. Got a bit of cherry, some conifer. Right. Guys, you just grab the screwdriver just at the very top end. She just wants leaning out of touch, doesn't she? But just a touch. Just give her a 16th of a turn. Oh, I love cutting with Danarm saws. Absolutely love it. Even if it's only smaller stuff, which is, you know, 8-10 inch, or this yeah, slightly bigger 14-inch cherry. Hang on it. Okay, so put that there. Right. Once again, I've not rigged myself up very well for cutting tonight, have I? Not in the line of camera. Let's go there. And okay. Bit more like it. See if she peaks a little better. Yeah, she might even go maybe a 30-second again, but again, just beautiful now. Absolutely beautiful. Guys, let me see if I can get one bigger piece. That's the only problem with cutting with the Danarms. They are so addictive to cut with. Or, actually, hang on. One second, guys. Not lose the part of saw at the same time. Okay, there. Maybe there's a nasty piece here we can go through. Oh dear. Oh yeah, that's nasty. Yeah. That's hit the butt of one of the trees that we went down recently. So, okay, let's go through that. I think we will just give her a 30-second on the high end. Okay. Wow, what a gnarly piece of wood that is. Oh goodness. What a dreadful piece of wood to cut. Look at it. It's got 4 separate trunks coming through it. Quite heavy too. All right. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. That's the gorgeous Danarm 71. So I don't know if I mentioned these are Points condenser, and so even after circa 50 years still running flawlessly. And I can't remember at the beginning of this video when I talked about the 71 if I said, so this girl then, again, carburetor has not been removed, clutch has not been off, exhaust has not been off, flywheel's not been off. This is how this girl has sat and hung for absolute years, and just has not been disassembled by me, and still runs like this. So the only thing she had was a cursory spark plug when I hung her up back in the day, and a fuel filter. There you go. That's the gorgeous Danarm 71, still murdering wood whenever you need her. Guys, stay safe. Bye for now.